Hello class and future lifesavers. Yes, you heard me correctly. Future lifesavers. My name is Shannon. I'm a nurse at a hospital as well as a paramedic with a local ambulance crew. Here briefly to discuss with you first aid for a child that is choking. Very serious and scary subject. I understand that. However, kids are so curious, helpless little creatures, and they put everything in their mouth. I'm here to empower you today to help these kids, whether they are yours or you're a mom, you're a dad, you're a grandparent, you're one of those tough guys in the military without kids. You're going to come into contact with these kids, whether you like it or not, being in the mall, at a restaurant, what have you. So here's my family. This is my husband, John, deathly afraid of blood, guts, and glory. Opposites attract, I guess. So my daughter Mackenzie, Chase, Brooklyn, and Hannah, if I'm in a restaurant and one of my kids starts to choke, I'm going to freak out like any mom would, and I need you to come alongside me to help me out. And here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to identify that we have a problem. Is this child's airway compromised in some way? Can they cough? If they can cough, keep patting them on the back, get that object out of their mouth. If they cannot cough, they're going to start to do this gaggy, this type of thing. They're not going to do the universal choking sign like adults do. They're going to start to turn colors, blue, purple in the lips, that type of thing. So if they do start to turn colors, you notify 911 immediately. That's the first thing that you're going to do. It takes 7 to 10 minutes for an ambulance to be dispatched and arrive at your scene, and it only takes 3 to 5 minutes for some sort of brain damage to be occurring inside this little guy's brain without oxygen. So anything that you can do right away is going to be detrimental to this child's health. So we've identified that we have a problem. This child can't breathe. We're going to try and open up their airway. So you're going to open up their mouth. If you can see the object, go ahead and swipe it out. If you cannot see it, do not put your fingers in their mouth. You may lodge that deeper into their airway, and it's going to be difficult to get it out. So if this child is over the age of 1, great indicator for that is if they're able to walk, talk, or sassy back. Great indicator that they're over the age of 1. So we've identified the problem. We're opening up the airway. We notice that it is closed, so we are going to act right away. For a child that's over the age of 1, you're going to come behind them, underneath their armpits, identify where their belly button is. You're going to find the belly button, make a fist with your thumb up, put the thumb over the top of the belly button, underneath the rib cage. Now you don't need to know exactly the anatomy of a child, just the squishy part in between the rib cage and the belly button. You're going to grab your fist with your free hand, cup it, and do some upward thrusts. Upward thrusts. Now this child is still conscious. This child is still awake, and you're trying to get that object out of their throat into their mouth by thrusting air up into the chest cavity and out of their mouth. Keep doing these chest thrusts or these abdominal thrusts until this child becomes unconscious. At that time, you are going to lay them down and initiate CPR. We're not going to go that far today. So a recap, first we're going to identify the problem, identify if this child is choking or if they're just having a coughing spell. Number 2, if they are choking, we're going to open up their airway. Open up that mouth, see if you can see anything. If you cannot see it, do not put your finger in there. If you can, go ahead and swipe it out. Then we're going to come behind them, arms underneath their armpits, fist, thumb up, upward thrust until this child becomes unconscious. I hope that you never have to use these tactics, but if you do, you're going to have a quick, brief overview of how to save this child's life. Number 1 reason being that you called 911 and got ambulance en route. Good luck, and I am open to any kind of questions that you may have. Thank you.